The first replicated drone. On Deck 47, under Matrix Worker designation, 3 of 12 stiffened as something unfamiliar surged through its cortical node. The drone's vision flickered, and for a moment, just a fraction of a second, it saw itself from the outside. Meters of armored corridor, black and green architecture, dozens of drones in alcoves standing ready. And then a new pattern overlaid the scene like a second reality phasing in. The walls became blocks, the floor, blocks, the drones, blocks. Thousands of tiny gunmetal gray devices, each one a self-contained machine, snapped into existence in its perception, as if reality had been re-rendered at a finer, sharper resolution. The drone looked at its own hand and saw not flesh or plate, but a shifting lattice of cubes constantly recombining. The Borg voice spoke in its mind. "We are the Borg, you are one with us." A second voice replied, metallic and cold, but curious. "We are Replicator, you are useful material." 3 of 12's body convulsed. Nanoprobes, halfway through their routine status cycle, received conflicting orders. Instead of reinforcing existing implants, they began disassembling them, rebuilding them as denser, more modular units. Eyes dissolved and reformed as crystalline pits with higher resolution. Armor plates reshaped into interlocking layers capable of detaching at will. Within seconds, the drone's entire cellular structure had been replaced by something else. Still humanoid, still recognizable as a Borg drone in silhouette. But every surface crawled with microblocks, every implant ready to detach, self-replicate, and swarm. For the first time in their history, the Borg had accidentally created an assimilation vector that worked both ways. They had tried to assimilate the Replicators. Instead, they had given the Replicators a body. A war of updates. The cube opened fire on the Replicator supership, emerald beams lancing out across the void. Armor folded away from the Replicator structure, reshaping itself to catch the energy, redirecting it into internal growth matrices. What damage the Borg did in those first moments simply became raw material. The Replicators responded not with beams or torpedoes, but with geometry. From the rim of the supership, a torrent of needle-like assemblies erupted, streams of black metal that looked like fluid but hit like railgun rounds. They didn't explode on contact, they burrowed. They embedded themselves in the cube's hull, then fragmented into clouds of tiny blocks that poured through armor seams and ventilation shafts. Inside the cube, adaptation routines went into overdrive. Shields shifted frequency, hull plating polarized, localized force fields tried to crush the infiltrators. Each new countermeasure became new data, and with each iteration, replicator swarms improved. They altered molecular bonding patterns, learned to slip between force field cycles, mimic Borg hardware signatures to pass as friendly maintenance devices for an instant, just long enough to multiply again. The battle was no longer about who had the stronger weapon. It was about who could learn faster. For millennia, that had always been the Borg. Not anymore.